Nishiddhairapyebihi. Nishiddhairapyebihi lulitamakarando madhukaraihi karairindor antaschurita iva sambhinna mukulaha vidhattam siddhim no nayana subhagam asya sadasaha prakirnaf pushpanam haricharanayur anjalirayam. Okay. So we are in the Praveshaka where the Rakshasa and the Rakshasi are talking about their collection, what they have done so far. So Rudhira Priya just enters. I think the Rakshasi says she has a lot of stuff. She has collected a lot of Mamsa, Shonita and Vasa. Now she is calling Rudhira Priya. And Rudhira Priya wants to know who is calling him. So, Are ka mam shabdayate katham priyame vasagandha. Upasritya, he goes towards her and says Vasagandhe kasman mam shabdayase. He includes a shloka also as he says, why are you calling me? So Rudhira savapana matte ranahindanas khaladgatri shabdayase kasman mam priye purusha sahasram hatam shruyate. So why are you calling me right now? I heard that there are thousands of people who are dead. So either you are stopping me from doing work, or you should right now go there and keep collecting blood and mamsam and fill our pantry here. So why are you calling me at this juncture when so many people are dead? Okay. So Rakshasi replies. She says, we start from here. Are Rudhira Priya idam khalu maya tavakaranaat pratyagrahatasya kasyapi rajarshehe prabhuta vasa sneha chikkanam koshnam nava rudhiram agramamsam cha anitam tat piva etat. She says, I have brought you what you want, which is fresh mamsam, agramamsam, and fresh blood, which is a little warm. So drink that first, because he seems a little tired, right? He was shramam natayan neva saha agacchati antaha. So she understands that he is very tired and she wants to give him the fresh blood. So he says, idam khalu, this is maya tavakaranat. Tavakaranat tvadartham or tubhyam, for you, for your sake. Pratyagrahatasya kasyapi rajarshehe koshnam rudhiram agramamsam cha. So navarudhiram, fresh blood, and agramamsam, and the softer flesh which is in the front portion of the body or something like that. Agramamsam can also mean sreshtha, which is the best. Agraganyaha asti khalu. So tatha atrapi you can say agramamsam can be something like really good flesh here that I have brought for you, which belongs to the other meaning for agramamsam is hridaya mamsam. So I'm not sure if he gives that. Uttama mamsam is one meaning. Okay. We'll just take that now. So navarudhiram agramamsam cha anitam. I have brought the flesh and fresh blood, navarudhiram, of some rajarshi. Now, how is this navarudhiram? Prabhuta vasa sneha chikkanam koshnam navarudhiram. The fresh blood which is greasy, it is oily, chikkana, it is greasy because of the sneham, because of the fat that is there, because along with prabhuta vasa, along with abundant fat. So sneha can, vasa, if you take it as fat, then sneha is the greasiness and chikkanam is oily. So the rudhiram, which is oily, chikkanam, because of the greasiness of the vasa. Vasa snehat chikkanam rudhiram. So this sneha here refers to the vasa, whereas the chikkanam refers to the rudhiram here. It is an adjective to rudhiram. Okay. So the blood which is oily due to the greasiness of the vasa, of the fat, of the large amounts of fat in it. So prabhuta vasa sneha chikkanam koshnam. Koshnam, little bit. Ishad ushnam. Koshnam, you can have kavoshnam, you can also have kadushnam. There are three versions of that samastha padam. So it can be either Koshnam, ka plus ushnam, or kavoshnam. Kavang is another pratyaya, the adesha that comes there, or ku. So kadushnam ityapi bhavet. So koshnam, slightly warm, navarudhiram, fresh blood, of a Raja Rishi, kasyapi Rajarshehe, some king who was living like a rishi, pratyagrahatasya, who was just killed. Okay, cha anitam. Now both the flesh and the fresh blood of a Raja Rishi who was recently killed has been brought by me. Tat piba etat, so drink it. Rakshasaha saparitosham. He is very happy now, and he says with happiness, Vasagandhe sushtu shobhanam tvaya kritam. What you did was very good. Very good. So balavatasmi pipasitaha. I am indeed very thirsty here. So what you did was really good. So well done. Balavadasmi pipasitaha. Tad upanaya. Bring it quickly. No? Quickly illa, but tad upanaya. Bring it here. Rakshasi, Are Rudhira Priya. Now she is a little curious. He has been walking in the battlefield, and so many people are dead. So he couldn't have been thirsty like this, and why is he like this? So, Hey Rudhira Priya, Are Rudhira Priya, Idrishepi Nama, Hatha Nara Gaja Turangama, Shonita Vasa Samudra Dussanchare Samare Paribhraman. Tvam pipasitaha asi iti ascharyam. It is indeed a surprise. Ascharyam vartate. Yate tvam pipasitaha asi, that you are thirsty. Paribhraman, even though you are roaming in the battlefield, that is dussanchara, that is difficult to traverse. There are so many people who are dead right now. Not only humans, but also animals are all dead, and their blood and vasa, the fat, is like a samudram in this battlefield. So how is it that you are thirsty? Hatha dussanchare samare, in the battlefield which is difficult to go around, because of the samudram, vasa samudra, because of the ocean, that is the ocean of vasa, fat, shonita, blood of turangama, gaja, nara, hatha. So hatha, nara, gaja, turangama, of the people, men, elephants and horses which have been killed. So hatha, Nara Gaja Turangama Shonita Vasa Samudra Dussanchare Samare. And the Kollapatta Manushyargal Yanai Kudirai Avaigalunuடைய Shonitam Rattam Vasana and the Majja and the Madri and the Kulpu Satumbo. Aduthan Vasa. So in Sanskritam. So it is fat only in Sanskritam. So Samudra, it is like a Samudram, ocean, and so hence it is difficult to walk through. Yeah. So tatra paribhraman tvam pipasitaha asi iti ascharyam. It is a surprise that you are thirsty. Rakshasaha ai susthite nanu putra shoka santapta hridayam swaminim hidimba devim prekshitum gatosmi. Susthite, one who is in a good position, well maintained, or one who is at ease. Okay, so you who are here, அது சொல்லுவோம்ல, நீ மாட்டுக்கு வீட்டுல சௌக்கியமா இருக்க, என்ன கேட்கிற, நான் வெளில சுத்தின்னு இருக்கேன்ல அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். அது சுஸ்திதே, one who is well established in her own place. In the sense, she is very near to a good source of food. Yeah.
அந்த ஒரு இது சொல்லுவாளே, இது என்ன கருடா சௌக்கியமான்னு கேட்டு பாம்பு இருக்கிற இடத்துல இருந்தா எல்லாரும் சௌக்கியமா தான் இருக்கும்.
அந்த மாதிரிதான் அது. சோ சுஸ்திதங்கிறது நீ மாட்டுக்கு நன்னா இருக்க, நான் தான் அரைஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கேன்னு சொல்றது. So hey susthite nanu, where has he been? Where has this Rakshasa been? Putra shoka santapta hridayam swaminim hidimba devim prekshitum gataha asmi. I went to see Hidimba Devi, the wife of Bhima, whose hridayam is santaptam, whose heart is aggrieved. You know, it is அப்படியே grief, tormented by grief. Santapta putra shoka santapta hridayam. Her heart is tormented by the putra shoka, by the grief of being separated from her son. So Ghatotkacha is dead. Now we know the context in Mahabharatam right now, right? So Ghatotkacha is dead and Hidimba is upset because of the death of Ghatotkacha. But we'll know that it has been quite some time, or maybe a day or two after his death here. Prekshitum gatosmi rakshasi rudhirapriya adyapi swaminya hidimba devya Ghatotkacha shokaha na upashamyati. Even now, even today, is her grief not mitigated. So adyapi swaminya hidimba devyaha swaminya Idimba devyaha shashti atra. So Ghatotkacha shokaha na upashamyati. Shokaha na upashamyati. Has it not been pacified? The shokam, the separation because of the death of Ghatotkacha. Rakshasa vasagandhe kutaha asyaha upashamaha kevalam abhimanyu shoka samana dukkhaya subhadra devya yajnasenya cha katham kathamapi samashvasyate. How is it possible for her to, upashamaha katham bhavati? It is difficult to let go of that grief. Very tough. Putra shokam angarthu is I think the ultimate form of shokam that people say. No? It's not, you don't wish it even upon your enemy. So kuta. Huh?
Even for a Rakshasi.
Yeah, of course. Vasagandhe kutaha asyaha upashamaha. Asyaha hidimba devyaha shoka upashamaha. We have to understand that. How is it possible for her grief to be pacified? Somehow katham kathamapi samashvasyate. She is being consoled by Yajnasenya, by Yajnasena's daughter, which is Draupadi here. Draupadi is also called Yajnaseni. So Yajnasenaha Drupadaha. Drupadasya apatyam. So Drupadasya apatyam stri Draupadi. Yajnasenasya apatyam stri Yajnaseni. Actually Yajnasenaha is Drishtadumna and Shikhandi also. Both of them are Drupada's children. So Yajnaseni here is Draupadi. By Draupadi and Subhadra Devi. Subhadra, again Arjuna's wife, who has the similar dukkham, similar grief because of Abhimanyu shoka, because of the death of Abhimanyu. So the Subhadra shares the same grief, and that is why she is being consoled with great difficulty by Subhadra, whose grief is also equal to hers, since Abhimanyu is dead, and by Panchali, who is also there. The women get together and try to console each other. So katham kathamapi atra vipsayam tu tatra, it is kathamapi is not enough here. எப்படியோ கஷ்டப்பட்டு அப்படிங்கிறோம் இல்லையா, அதை வந்து டு எம்பசிஸ், டு கிவ் தட் எம்பசிஸ் யூ டூ வீப்சா டபுள். ராட்சசி ருதிரப்பிரிய கிரகாண ஏதத் ஹஸ்தி சிரஹ் கபால சஞ்சிதம் அக்ரமாம்ச உபதம்சம் பிப ஷோணித ஆசவம். So upadamsham is something like a snacks, small, இந்த தொட்டுக்கிறதுக்கு வைப்போம் இல்லையா, curry or sabzi, something you keep, right? That is called upadamsham. Something that is had along with the main course, something that is a side dish. So here upadamsham is a side dish. Uttama mamsa upadamsham. So agramamsa upadamsham, which has been collected from the hasti shirah kapalam. It has been collected from the shirah kapala, the head of an elephant. Okay, so the skull of an elephant. So the flesh that has been the agramamsa, which is like a small upadamsham, which is like a snacks, which has been collected from the skull of an elephant. Take this. Etad upanaya grihana. Etat grihana. Piba shonita asavam. Also drink this blood wine. or blood is the wine here. Shonitameva asavaha atra. Rakshasa tatha kritva. So he follows what she says, and he says, Vasagandhe atha kiyat prabhutam tvaya sanchitam rudhiram agramam sancha. Now he wants to do stock taking here. So how much of blood and good flesh that have you collected here? Kiyat prabhutam. How much have you collected? What great quantity of blood and excellent flesh has been collected by you? Sanchitam. She says, now she gives a list here. Are Rudhira Priya, Purva Sanchitam Tvamapi Janasyeva. You know what has been collected before. I will only talk to you, I will only tell you about what has been freshly collected. So, Purva Sanchitam Tvamapi Janasyeva, Nava Sanchitam Shrunutavat. Listen to the latest collection, a new collection. Bhagadatta Shonitaihi Kumbaha. This is one. Okay, Kumbhaha is one pot full of blood from Bhagadatta. These are all characters in Mahabharata. We won't go into the background story of each one of them because that is not at all relevant for us in Venisamharam for now. If you're curious, you can Google search and find out. Okay, so Bhagadatta Shonitaihi Kumbhaha. One pot has been filled by the so Puritani is here, right? So this Puritani has to be taken for each one depending on the number you have to connect there. Okay, Bhagadatta Shonitaihi Kumbhaha Puritaha Ekaha Kumbhaha Puritaha. So one pot has been filled with the blood of Bhagadatta. Sindhuraja Vasabihi Kumbhau Dvau. Two pots have been filled with the vasa, fat of Sindhuraja. Sindhuraja Jayadratha. Drupada Matsyadhipa Bhurishravas Somadatta. This is one word here. Okay. So, Bhurishravas Somadatta Vakhlika Pramukhanam Narendranam Anyesham api Prakrita Purushanam Rudhira Mamsaihi Puritani Ghata Shatani Asankhyani Santi Me Gehe. Me gehe in my house. Asankhyani ghata shatani asankhyani santi. Innumerable hundreds of pots. So hundreds and hundreds of pots. I don't know how many hundreds I have. So asankyani, the innumerable, I cannot count. Uncountable ghata shatani 100 pots which are filled with the rudhira and mamsa. Rudhira, blood and mamsa, flesh of these people. Drupada Raja, Matsyadhipa, Virata Raja, and then Bhurishravas, Somadattaha, Vakhlika Pramukhanam Narendranam. Kings like Drupada, Matsyadhipa, Bhurishravas, Somadatta, Vakhlika, etc. And Anyeshamapi Prakrita Purushanam, and other normal people who are not kings. They are just people who have been recruited in the army. Their blood and flesh have filled up hundreds of pots in my house. இருக்கும் ஏன்னா the taste would be different, right? So அது சொல்ல போறேன்.
புருஷா அந்த கிங்ஸ்னாக்க டிஃபரண்டா இருக்குமோ டேஸ்ட்.
ஏன்னா அவளுடைய புண்ணிய பாப்ப விசேஷத்தினால வித்தியாசமா இருக்கும். சொல்ல போறோம்
நம்ம வீட்ல இன்கிரிடியன்ட் பேர் எழுதுற மாதிரி எல்லாம் எழுதி.
Absolutely. ஆர்கானிக் சாமான் வேற, நார்மல் கடை வேற தானே.
Very nice way of saying who all are killed by now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That is our focus.
Like Bakhlika also is the same, right, Maudya?
Vakhlika are the same. Yes.
Yeah.
Usually Vabayor Abhedaha.
Bengali guys.
And there is one Rajarshi in the beginning, right? Who was that?
That has not been said as yet.
Okay.
Secret.
Okay.
Secret.
So Rakshasaha Saparitosham Alingya. He's with the happiness, he hugs her, embraces her and says, Sadhu, Sugrihini, Sadhu. Very well done. Sugrihini is as a wife, right? You have shown to be a good wife. Anena te Sugrihini Tvena Adya Swaminyaha Hidimba Devyaha samvidhanena pranashtam me janma daridryam. Me janma daridryam pranashtam. My poverty, which started from my janma, has nashtam, has disappeared. Pranashtam has completely disappeared, has totally disappeared because of two things. One is because of your being a good wife here, sugrihini tvena, by your the quality of you being an excellent wife, and by the samvidhanam. So anena te sugrihini tvena, te by your sugrihinitvena, by your excellent quality of being a housewife, and swaminyaha hidimba devyaha samvidhanena. Samvidhanam is arrangement, or some kind of a niyoga. She has made an arrangement for him, or she has given him some work. And because of that work also, my janma daridryam, the poverty with which I have been for right from the time I was born, that has now completely disappeared. Yeah. So Rudhira Priya, Kidrasham Swaminyaha Samvidhanam Kritam. So Swaminya Samvidhanam Kritam. Tritiya. So what is the kind of arrangement that Swamini or Hidimba, right? What kind of arrangement has been done by her, by Hidimba? Rakshasaha. Vasagandhe Agnaptaha khalu aham swaminya Hidimba devya. I have been ordered by Hidimba Devi yatha. Now open quotes starts from here. Okay. Rudhira Priya Adya Prabhriti Tvaya Aryaputra Bhimasenasya Prishtatonu Prishtham Samare Ahinditavyam Iti. So until Ahinditavyam is the close quotes. So she has ordered, hey Rudhira Priya, from today, Adya Prabhriti Tvaya Aryaputra Bhimasenasya Prishtatonu Prishtham Samare Ahinditavyam. You have to roam. From today, you have to roam around Samare in the battlefield, always at the back of Prishtataha Anuprishtam, behind his back, immediately following him, following whom? Aryaputra Bhimasenasya. Aryaputraha nama, her husband. So, my Lord Bhimasena, you have to constantly follow my Lord Bhimasena in the battlefield from today. Okay, that is the orders that have been given by Hidimba to him.
Very nice Priyapadam. Hidi Gatau. Ahinditavyam.
Ahindanam nama, இது முன்னாடி வந்தது அந்த Shithilita Gatri. The third
Skaladgatri.
Skaladgatri. அதுல வந்தது இங்க third shlokaல page Rana Hindana Skaladgatri.
I thought of it that, yeah.
And
so this one is, you have to shadow him, but the way they in Sanskritam is this very nice construct. Prishtataha Anuprishtam. Right? Okay. Yeah.
So these are the orders given by Hidimba Devi. Tat tasya anumargagaminaha hata manusha shonita nadi darshana pranashta bubuksha pipasya ihaiva me swargalokaha bhavishyati. Okay, hold on. Pipase yasya tasya pipasasya. Asa is missing here. Yeah, one minute. Let me check my other book. Hata manusha shonita nadi darsha pipasasya ihaiva. So hata manusha shonita nadi darshana pranashta darshanenaiva pranashta bubuksha pipasasya ihaiva me swargalokaha bhavishyati. I will follow him constantly, and in the wake of Bhima, everything will be dead, right? So as he walks around, people will die, he will kill. So already this Mahabharatam war is aimed at fulfilling Bhima's promise. And so the rampage that he will create, there will be a lot of people who will die, and the rattamalla aara odum pale and madri, so the blood will be flowing like a nadi, like a river here. So tasya marga anugaminaha me, it is an adjective to me here. Me who am following tasya bhimasya anumargagaminaha mama ihaiva swargalokaha bhavishyati, heaven will be here for me who am following him, because my bubuksha and pipasa, my thirst and hunger will be completely destroyed, pranashta, by merely seeing the river of at the site of the blood, river of blood which belongs to the people who have been killed. Hata manusha shonita nadi, shonitam eva nadi, tan nadi darshanena mama bubuksha pipase pranashte bhavishyatah. So tasmat mama atraiva samare eva swargalokaha drishyate. Clear? Tvamapi
என்ன பார்த்தால் பசி தீருமா?
அதாவது என்னன்னா, see, sometimes you don't need to actually be there and eat. சில சமயம் வந்து the plenitude will just fill your stomach. அந்த மாதிரி. So tvamapi Svidisrabdha bhutva rudhira vasabihi kumbha sahasram sanchinu. You also be, visrabdha bhutva, without any fear. You also be at ease, and sanchinu, you store, collect 1,000 pots filled with the rudhira, blood, and vasa, fat. Okay, so neenu bayapada panna, because this is going to Vasagandhe, Rudhirapriya, Kin nimittam Kumara Bhimasenasya Prishtataha Ahindyate. There should be a reason.
So when he says to her, Tvamapi Visrabdha Bhutva, does he mean that she has to follow him, or?
No. Two things. One is, you don't need to worry about providing food for the family, because there will definitely be more killing.
Okay.
The war is not going to end right now, because Bhima has still not gotten to Duryodhana and Dushasana to kill them, right? So we still have a lot more to collect to last.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So
there was no fridge, right? Refrigerator.
They are okay to drink and eat fermented stuff. It's all asuri.
Yeah.
Vampires madri irukku.
Kin nimittam Kumara Bhimasenasya Prishtataha Ahindyate. What is the reason with that you have to go behind Bhimasena? Vasagandhe tena hi swamina vrkodarena Dushasanasya rudhiram patum pratignatam. Tacha asmabihi, what? Okay, something and also. Sorry. Tacha asmabihi rakshasaihi anupravishya patavyam. It's a different twist that he gives here. Vasagandhe tena swamina vrikodarena hi, by our Lord Vrikodara, by our Lord Bhima, Dushasanasya rudhiram patum pratignatam. It has been promised that he will drink the blood of Dushasana. So when the proper time comes in, there should be a Rakshasa avesham in him, so that he can drink that blood. Otherwise, it is like a cannibalism, right? But they were not known to have the blood of humans at that point of time, Pandavas or anybody in that time. So it was a quality of the Rakshasa. So which means Asmabihi Rakshasaihi, by us Rakshasas, Anupravishya, we have to take possession of his body, Anupravishya, get into him, and then drink the blood. So we have to enter into his body, and that blood has to be drunk by us. This is there in Mahabharatam also for I don't remember exactly which parva, maybe Adi Parva, yeah, it should be Adi Parva or the next one. So in the Sabha, right, so before the Sabha, Duryodhana gets caught by Chitrasena, and Bhima rescues him. At that point of time, he has a pact with the Rakshasas. He goes, this some episode where I forget what happened, why they came and helped Duryodhana. So he has a pact with the Pishachas or the Rakshasas there in that forest. And he says that at the proper time, I will ask you to come and enter into the bodies of certain people, and you have to do that. So that was the deal between them, and between Duryodhana and the Pishachas. So in the Sabha, when Draupadi Vastrapaharanam happens, at that time Duryodhana asks all of these Rakshasas, Pishachas, to get into the bodies of Bhishma, Drona, Dhritarashtra, everybody, Kripa, so that they keep quiet and accept whatever Duryodhana does. So that, yes, there is a section in Mahabharata.
Possessed சொல்றாளே.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So on the possession ங்கிறது இருக்கு மகாபாரதத்துல. So that is one, அதனால்தான், you know, people always say, why did they keep quiet, why did they keep, this was one of the explanation that is there in Mahabharata.
இந்த இடத்துல தச்ச அஸ்மாபீன் தீர்க்கமாங்க.
இது வந்து விசர்கா has gone and அது என்ன ட்ரலோபே பூர்வஸ்ய தீர்கோணஹான்னு ஒரு சூத்திரம் இருக்கு.
ஓகே ஓகே ஓகே.
புனாரமதே is an example.
ஓகே ஓகே.
Like that, asmabhi rakshasaihi.
Good.
So double ra and then one ra is gone. So there is a dirghatvam for the earlier e.
If this is faithful to the, I'm not sure if this is faithful to the Mahabharatam, but actually in the serialization of the Mahabharatam, which was done in the 90s, Bhima, when he kills Dushasana and drinks the blood, he later explains to Gandhari later on when he meets her that he actually didn't drink the blood, it just touched his lips. Okay. That's what he explains to her. But not sure if that's being faithful to the actual text.
We don't know. We have to check the text and see. Both cases, whether he drank it or not, that section, and what he told Gandhari, that section also has to be checked. But this one, for some reason, I wanted to know why it was, and somewhere I read this, so it was, I checked the original also.
Ma'am, one question. In the dialogue on the where the Rakshasa says, like, he refers to Bhima as Vrikodara. Inga vandu, like, since the conversation is about food. Is this an alankara, like saying appropriate and the idukku ஏத்த மாதிரி situation
பரிகர
மாதிரி names சொல்றது
பரிகர அலங்காரம் மாதிரியா?
பரிகர
அங்குர வேண்டாம். See, நம்ம அப்படி ரொம்ப டயலாக்ஸ்ல பார்த்தோம்னா it can be, sometimes it can be fine, but Vrikodaraங்கிறது one who drinks, one who has that capacity to eat a lot, because Vrika is an Agni, Jatar Agni, that is capable of digesting anything and everything. So maybe he can digest the bloodங்கிற அர்த்தத்துல போட்டிருக்காருன்னா okay. I guess you can take it, but so usually it is the quantity that is mentioned and not the type of food that he eats. So because he did get affected by visham, by poison.
Okay.
Rakshasi saharsham sadhu swamini sadhu susambidhanaha me bharta kritaha susambidhanam yasya saha susambidhanaha. So one who has a good, one who, for whom a good arrangement has been done. So sadhu, swamini, sadhu, well done, mistress, Lord Madri. So my husband has been appointed on a good mission. Are Rudhira Priya, oru nimsham. Nepathye mahan kalakalaha. So as they are talking, there is a big sound that comes from behind the screen. Nepathyam is the green room or behind the screen. So from there is a huge sound, kalakalaha. Rakshasi akarnya sasambramam. She listens to it and with an agitated voice she talks to her husband. Are Rudhira Priya, kinnu khalu eshaha mahan kalakalaha shruyate. Why is it that we hear this huge noise, mahan kalakalaha? Rakshasaha drishtva, he looks at it and says, Vasagandhe Eshakalu Drishtadyumnena Dronaha Kesheshu Akrishya Asipatrena Vyapadyate. He's talking about what is happening behind the screen right now. So Drishtadyumnena, by Drishtadyumna, Drona is being pulled by his hair. Akrishya, Kesheshu Akrishya, Asipatrena, with a knife, Vyapadyate, he is being killed by a sword.
The sentence where she says Sadhu Swamini, the Rakshasi is referring to Hidimba, right?
Hidimba, ama.
Congratulating the Hidimba. And then when she says Sasu Samvidhanaha Kritaha, but then it should say Me Bhartuhu, right?
No, that's what I said. So Sasu Samvidhanaha Me Bharta Kritaha. Bharta Sambidhanam asya asti iti. Shobhanam Sambidhanam asya asti iti Susamvidhanaha. He has been made into a person who has a good arrangement.
Okay. I was be Sambidhanam otherwise. Okay. Okay. My husband has been made into a person who has got lot of
got a proper arrangement, proper mission.
Okay, got it.
So now we realize that Drona is being killed as these two are speaking on the stage. So Rakshasi, Saharsham, she's very happy now. Fresh blood, right? So Rudhira Priya, Ehi, Gatva Dronasya Rudhiram Pibavaha. Let's go and drink the blood of Drona. Rakshasaha, Sabhayam, fearful of that blood. He says, Vasagandhe, Brahmana Shonitam Kalu, Etat Galam Dahat Pravishati. Tat kim etena. Why do we need that? We have so much inside. Brahmana Shonitam. It is the blood of a Brahmana, and as we drink, it is going to be like fire in our throat. Dahat Pravishati. It is going to enter, Galam Pravishati. It is going to enter our throat. Dahat. Burning, அதாவது எரிஞ்சிண்டே உள்ள நுழைய போறதுங்கறான். It's like a fiery substance, the Brahmana Shonitam. So it's going to,
it will go down.
அதான் the weeps அவ எங்க இருந்து இங்கிலீஷ்ல டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்றது? I know. So let's go and drink. It is going to burn the throat as it enters. So tat kim etena ityukte etena na kimapi prayojanam vartate tasmat ma gacchatu iti. Nepathe punaha kalakalaha. Again there is a huge noise that comes from behind the screen. Rakshasi Rudhira Priya Punarapi eshaha mahan kalakalaha shruyate. Again there is a big noise I hear. No. Ehi. Where is the rest? Rakshasaha Nepatyabhimukham Avalokya. Okay, right. So Rakshasaha Nepatyabhimukham Avalokya. He again looks towards the Nepatya, the screen, and he says Vasagandhe Eshaha Khalu Ashwathama Akrishta Asipatraha Iti Itayeva Agachati. Natu Iti. Itayeva Agachati. Kadachit Drupada Suta Roshena Avamapi Vyapadayishyati Tadehi Atikramaavaha. This is the end. See, look at the introduction of the character. Who is going to come? Ashwathama is going to come. So to introduce Ashwathama, he says Drishtadyumna has right now killed Drona. She says, let's go and drink the blood. He says, it'll spoil our throat. It is going to burn our throat. Let's not do that. And then there is again a noise from probably another side. There are two sides, right? So a noise can come from the other side also. So he looks at that side and he says, Esha Khalu Ashwathama Akrishta Asipatraha Prathama. So Ashwathaman Shabda. Nakaranta. So Ashwathama with his sword pulled out. Akrishta Asipatraha. Itayeva Agachati. He is coming here right now. Kadachit. Maybe Drupada Suta Roshena, because of the anger towards Drupada's son, Drishtadyumna, who killed Drona, Avamapi Vyapadayishyati, because sometimes the anger might blind you that you will kill everybody in your path. So he may kill the two of us also. Tadehi Atikramavaha, let us get out from here. Iti Nishkranto. So both of them leave the stage. So Praveshakaha, this is the interlude. between the two acts, where we now know that all of these people are killed, and as these two are going out, Drishtadyumna has killed Drona, and that Ashwathama is going to come in. So tataf pravishati akrishta khadgaha kalakalam akarnayan Ashwathama. So as Ashwathama is coming in, he is listening to the other noise. The noise of where Drishtadyumna had killed Drona. So he is listening to that noise. Kalakalam akarnayan. So he has to make that kind of an abhinaya as he enters. He can't just chumma walk in with the... so akrishta khadgaha, with his sword drawn out and listening to the noise that is coming from that side, he should enter the stage. Yeah? See how beautifully they give stage directions also here. So Ashwathama starts his shloka here. Mahapralaya maruta kshubita pushkaravartaka prachanda ghana garjita pratiravanukari muhuhu ravaha shravana bhairavaha sthagita rodasi kandaraha kuto adya samarodadhehe ayam abhuta purvaha puraha. We'll do this next class. Okay? From Ashwathama's entrance. Okay, so Asipatra. Asihi is also sword. Asipatram, Asilata. You can have Patram, Lata, all the same. So the idea is, it is like the Vaala sword, it is very thin, especially the swords that they use in battle. Okay, so they will be really long, and they can actually, as you wave it, there is a movement for that which resembles a creeper or a leaf which falls. So that is why it is called an Asipatram or an Asilata in Sanskrit. You must have seen, or if you have kids who are doing martial arts, they will use that sword. It should be like
Kerala,
that.
they have these swords which are like ribbons.
Yeah, like swirls.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's there in Kung Fu also. You have those long ones which they use. Yeah. Okay.